Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we return once more for the Radical Race Series SR10 Championship Round 1 from the Redbull Ring. I'm JP. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Mr. Jim Cunningham here this evening. I see you all get excited in YouTube at Dr. Low Cost TikTok. 5 minutes, 9:05, says Ferrari. What more could I ask for? The broadcast starts at 9, and then we will come in at 9:05. If that's what's precise, I will be precise with it. But thank you so much for joining us anyways. Wonderful here as well. We just got into a 10-minute qualifying. We're going to go on to a 10-lap sprint race and then a 17-lap feature here at the Redbull Ring. The circuit itself, 2.683 miles, 4.318 kilometers. As well here, and thank you so much for joining us. It's going to be only about 10 turns on the board, but it's going to be an exciting one. Let's bring Jim into the booth as we get qualifying up and running. Jim, welcome in. How are you?
Doing good, man. Good to be here. Always love some good radical racing here at the Redbull Ring. Probably not my favorite track. I don't seem to get around here too well, so that's probably why.
Why? Why is it not your favorite track?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't seem to find a groove here when I come here to race something.
Yeah, it's one of them where it's just basically straight, turn, wiggly bit, straight, turn. That's basically about it. There's not a lot else to it. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing. That's why it's only 10 turns. And, you know, I don't really know what we can say about it, to be honest. It's just one of them circuits that people like.
It's, well, I mean, you know, it's a Formula One circuit, so that always brings a level of fan enthusiasm for them. You know, they get pretty excited about any of the Formula One tracks. But I think it's a fun track for these cars. You know, so it'll be fun to see how they do. We got a couple of heavy hitters here today, so let's see how this shakes out.
Yeah, we're going to find out as we go into Schlossgold here, around turn 3 for Simon Edwards on that run, coming into Roush now, the left-hander. We're going to keep it to the right-hand side. We're going to look between the 50 and the 100. We're going to go on to the brakes, let it bring itself in, and now we've got the run from Roush to Worth down into turn 7 and left-hander. This is one of these tracks where the rules of off-tracks differ, as Simon Edwards will demonstrate. There you go. You can get all 4 before the white line and not get a off-track. But if you do it anywhere else, like turn 8, turn 9, which is coming up now, through the right-hander now, he's got to keep it quite tight to the right, then into the final curve, turn, and then away he goes down that start-finish straight. Simon Edwards going to set a benchmark time here as well. Dr. Locus, you knows it. You should apply for commentary. Hit me up, brother. Send me some links. I'm always looking for good commentators. We do lots of broadcasts across R-Factor, Assetto Corsa, you know, we've even dabbled in iRacing, funny enough, as well. So hit me up, bro. Send me some links. I'm in the Radical Race Series Discord, or if you can't find me, you clearly don't know where I am. I'm in 75 other Discords, dude. If you think you've got it and you think you've got the skills, hit me up. Send me the links. I'll have a look and let you know and see whether or not we can get you in. Just to let you know as well, all work's paid. We don't do free work here on JPB at all. But Simon Edwards setting the pole on a 1:26.306. Andrew Derrick in behind now as well, sitting in second. Dominic Lang, Michael LeMay, Phil Glover, Luke Crowley, Steph Brown and James Barry from the insert name E-Racing team, who is here as well. So, you know, we're looking forward to that. Once again, should be a nice little battle between James Barry and Simon Edwards. So we'll just have to see how they get on. But thanks so much for joining us. What do we reckon is going to happen here, Jim? We got a 10 lap and a 17 lap.
I think we're going to have some good racing for sure. I'm looking at this qualifying lap that Simon just put down. I believe he was purple in every sector. That's going to be hard to beat by anybody. When Simon Edwards goes purple in every sector, that's going to be tough. And he looks like he's on another decent one, but probably not quite as good.
Yeah.
Oh, he did beat it.
Yeah, he did. Simon Edwards 1:25.996. So great job from him. As
wow.
He's gone round and taken pole position here as well. Seth Brown sitting in second at the moment. That's going to be an interesting one to see how Seth gets on. Luke Crowley, then we've got Dom Charles, Andrew Derrick, Phil Glover, Dominic Lang Webb, Michael LeMay and James Barry, who we're on board with now here. So let's see what goes on as he goes over the line. Barry there, is he going to go top? He is, a 1:25.755. Barry takes pole position here, Jim. This is going to be an interesting one.
They're flying, man. These guys are, wow. I really didn't expect Simon to beat his own time, much less somebody else come up and beat him. Yeah, these guys are flying.
There he is. Good evening, Paul LeMay, as well. Hope you're on a speedy recovery, dear sir. After seeing that obviously your hand has got worse, but to let us know how you're getting on. I hope you're fine and you're enjoying yourself as well. So, you know, you're going to miss sim racing. We'll miss seeing you on the track. Luke Crowley's got some greens on the board from 4th place at the moment as he's going to come into the right-hander of turn number 9. Through Rint, he's going to go through on that 36. Goes down into the final corner, turn 10. Through the right-hander, keep it close a little bit to the right. There you go. Now he's got the run to the line. Is Crowley going to go quicker? He is here. How much quicker is he going to go? He's going to go 1:26.109 quicker ahead of Seth Brown. That puts Luke Crowley in 3rd place. No time on the board yet for Michael LeMay. Hopefully we'll see one very, very shortly. We've only got 9 people here tonight, guys, as well. So if you want to get yourself involved, hit up the Discord link down in the description below, or if there's any problems, let me know. And I can get you a Discord link. Coming up some fun in the SR10 on a Thursday evening. Should be a good one. The thing is, I find, Jim, even though there's low entries here as well, that it doesn't seem to matter with this league. We always end up with great racing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, definitely. But besides that, people that are looking to get into a league to do some radical racing, they definitely need to get involved. I mean, as we know from our friend Phil Glover, you know, Phil, let's say a couple of seasons ago, probably wasn't really on the pace, you know, and they've helped him. He's worked with Simon a bunch, and he's gotten significantly faster. So it's just that type of group, you know. They're out here to help each other. The community supports these different radical events, and there goes Michael around. It's good to see a LeMay car out there, by the way, since Paul's not here. And but yeah, I mean, get involved. You know, these are great cars to drive too. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are. Just step up into your prototypes from this car at the moment. Seth Brown, who's changed his livery this season as well. Seth, you're going to confuse me, dear sir. He's now gone for pink and green. He's got some faster times on the board. Is that going to move him up? It is. He puts himself in 4th ahead of Michael LeMay, 1:26.395. I think we're in for a Simon Edwards, James Barry fight here for this win. Don Charles is out there. He's going around the final corner now into turn number 10. Keep it over to the right as much as you can. There you go. Now go down to the line. He's got greens in 1, yellow in 2, yellow in 3. Is it going to be an improvement on the 1:26.705? It doesn't look like it. Phil Glover's got some greens on the board as well. He goes over the line. Simon Edwards has got a purple in sectors 1, a green in sectors 2. What is he going to get for his final sector here, Simon Edwards? He's going through turn 8 now on the run down into turn 9. He's motoring along, is Edwards. He's got a purple. He's got a green. Is this going to be pole position here as well? Into the final corner, north of 112 miles an hour, through the right-hander at 90. Now we're going again. Has he managed to hold it on track? Simon Edwards is going to take it up to the line. Is he going to get it as well? Is he yellow?
No.
He does go pole.
He does.
125.
Wow.
732. Simon Edwards takes pole away. Barry, however, has got a purple as well.
It's funny too, the different sectors that these guys are fast in. Barry seems to be really fast in that middle sector, whereas Simon, that's not his preferred segment apparently. This is wow. I didn't see that coming at all. And here comes James. Let's see if he's going to put one down.
Barry over the line he goes. He's got purple.
Oh, he might have done it.
Yeah, 125.565 right at the death. Good job from him. Langweber's got green on the board here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Luke Crowley spun right after he crossed the start-finish line on his previous qualifying lap, so that kind of kills 2 laps there. So that was pretty much the end of his qualifying session.
Absolutely. Langweb now through past turn number 8. Coming out the other side at the moment, going into 9. It's going to be a hard reset at the end here. So they're going to have to be prepared. If they're not over the line, it's not going to count. Boom. There we go. Yep, hard reset. Done and dusted. Right, let's bring you up the grid for race number 1. It was a cracking lap into as well from James Barry. James Barry on pole, Simon Edwards second, and Luke Crowley, Seth Brown, Michael LeMay, Andrew Derrick, Dom Charles, Phil Glover, and Dominic Langweb brings up the rear end. Let's see how many ago. We've got a full reverse grid for race number 2, which is 17 laps here. And that will be a full reverse grid. Good to see Dom back. It is. We gain one, Paul, and then we lose one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's always the way.
Yeah, I hate to see Paul not here. He's good fun.
Just a little bit. You know what I mean? He's nice to have a chat to every now and then, I suppose.
He definitely is. He is, as you say, he's nice to have a chin wag with.
He can talk, though.
I'm learning.
Oh,
I'm learning proper English. He speaks better than you and I both.
Yeah, he's a posh lad, you see.
Ah, yeah, he is. That sounds about right.
He lives in his castle up north. He lives in York Castle. Does Paul. He just secretly doesn't want to tell anybody he's a secret millionaire. Like that TV program. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the lights are coming on now as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Green flag. Barry's got the wheel spin. Edwards has got the inside line. It's going to be a run up to the line. They're going to be too wide. Edwards is going to get this all day, baby. Past James Barry he goes. Barry's now got to play some catch up. In behind that is Crowley, then Charles, then LeMay and Derrick. And Barry's going to demand the inside. He wants that inside line going up into Remus at the moment. Edwards has no choice but to give it to him. Here we go once more into Remus. James Barry's got that inside line. Is he going to be able to hold it over Simon Edwards? He is. Everybody's got it through cleanly at the moment.
I thought Simon was about to pull a switchback on him there. It looked like he was going to give it a whirl, but yeah, James muscled his way right on back in there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He got that position away. Now coming down into the right-hander, which is turn number 6. Through we go, coming into 7. James Barry, Simon Edwards there, out on the racetrack at this moment in time. It's a 1-2, half a second back to Crowley. Then Charles in there, then Derrick, then Brown. Brown's fighting his way, trying to get his way through here as well. Through the left-hander he goes. That's Derrick in front of us. Michael LeMay in front of that. Then Dom Charles. But Brown's going to have to try and get up the inside if he can here, Jim.
Yeah, Seth has been really fast lately. He's picked up some speed. Once he smooths a little bit of the mild unforced errors out of his game, I think we're going to see him really starting to contend up there at the at the back of that lead pack.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he going to be able to make it here as well? No run here for Brown. Derrick's holding that line. Brown's got a run on him now.
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. Yep. Brown's on the left-hand side. There's Derrick there as well. He's going to be a side-by-side. Steady, Seth, steady. He's going to block him in behind Michael LeMay. There we go. Is Brown's going to go 2 for 1, is he at the moment? Did he just go to Asda? Did he just get a 2 for 1 special? Seth Brown is definitely trying it. They're going to go 3 wide. I think he's got to slow down as Brown. He's just lost both positions. Phil Glover's going to get him, I think, as well. No, Brown holds on. He does all the hard work there, Jim, and ends up with a slowdown.
Yeah, man, that must have been one of them really sensitive ones because I didn't see him do anything that egregious, but maybe he did.
He clearly got to slow down there. Edwards now going to tuck in and see what he's going to be able to do. Luke Crowley in there at the moment as well. On the front right of Crowley. Through the right-hander we go. Oh, you can keep the speed up. Take a little bit more curb if you can. 6/10 back at the moment. Crowley still after Edwards. Edwards after Barry through the right-hander. Down we go the hill as well into Redbull Mobile. Final corner on the racetrack. Crowley's got to try and get forward here, Jim. Do you think he's going to be able to? That's going to be the question.
I mean, I definitely think that he is. He's certainly capable of running right there with those guys, but they both seem to be getting around better in practice. Well, we only saw one qualifying lap from him, but it's really going to depend on how this course suits him. Every one of them's capable of winning this race. It's just a matter of who's most comfortable here,
Langweb now with LeMay. Glover's there. He's got Brown. We leave it a bit short. Michael LeMay has just hit Phil Glover. So that was nice. Gave Phil a little bit of a bump drive to help him go around and get the rotation through the corner. Nice little help there as well. A little bit of a helping hand from Michael LeMay. Phil Glover still coming after Seth Brown, though. Still coming into the right-hander of Schlossgold now. And Brown is still holding on. Glover there as well. Admitted last season, Jim, this is the thing for him as well. Admitted he needs to be a little bit more than he is at the moment. As Lang Webb, I believe, has just gone round.
Yeah, he got off track. I don't know that he actually spun, but he definitely got off in the gravel.
Yeah.
Or the hill there. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
He came close to losing it, didn't he?
He definitely did. Managed to hold on to it. Lang Webb, good job from him. Edwards is there now. Barry's opening up.
Phil's a nice guy. You were talking about that, Yeah, if he just get his elbows out a little more, I think that would probably serve him well.
Yeah, I think he will. I think it will do Phil well good, to be honest. He's had training, of course, with the man in second place, Simon Edwards. Has been teaching Phil everything he knows, and trust me, if Simon don't know it, it ain't worth knowing. Let's just put it that way.
That's the truth.
Yeah, on the run now, into the right-hander we go. Edwards still chasing down Barry. Crowley still chasing him down as well. The rest of the field spreading out a little bit more than we want here, but they're still going for this race. Not many laps to go here, Jim. Can anybody get James Barry?
It certainly doesn't look like it right now. I don't know if Simon is kind of just laying back waiting for his moment, maybe taking it a little easy on his tires so he has a little extra grip on that, because we got I guess if it's a lap count, we get 10 laps, so yeah, we still got 6 more laps to go. So yeah, I think he might just be waiting to make his move, but they are spreading out a little bit more.
And they are. Edwards has lost a little bit of more time to Barry. Barry has opened up 1.1. Edwards now getting about 8 tenths over Crowley at the moment. Michael LeMay and Phil Glover are coming together here as well. You notice how Paul LeMay didn't deny that he lives in a castle in York in YouTube.
No, he just laughed at you. No, he just laughed. Yeah, he didn't deny it.
Yeah, it's like an almost, haha, you found me out. You know what I mean? So, there we go.
Right.
Yeah. I know, typical. Michael LeMay now as well. There goes Glover. Getting that Castrol livery machine.
Maybe Phil will return the favor and help him with rotation right here.
No, Phil needs to get. I think the only thing I've seen from Phil is just needs a little bit more of a defense. He's just not quite defending enough. I think for me, just needs that little bit more where he can literally put up a good old fight. That's the thing. And I think if he could learn that, I think it would be ideal. Like today, I've been driving F4s, and I was having to go around Okayama and Tsukuba and Snetterton. They're on like a European Tour rotation thing.
Yes.
And everything that I watched, you watch doing this job. I've done thousands of broadcasts, and everything I watch, you sort of learn bits of, and everything that I was learning, I put to practice. And I actually ended up coming away with a win in an F4 race at Okayama in an official, which, if anybody knows, I don't drive very often, but boy, oh boy, I had fun with the F4s, Jim. I'm not going to lie. Okayama is a blast. Tsukuba is a blast as well. Not one at Tsukuba yet. I can finish 4th the other day, or yesterday, but not one there yet. But Okayama was good. I'm going to do Snetterton a little bit later on as well. But I think the more you're out on the racetrack, the more you can get used to doing what you're supposed to be doing. As Seth Brown's closing in on Derek here, and I think that's the thing for these drivers. They've got to be aware of what's going on in and around their surroundings, and at points and times people can put themselves in difficult positions, and Phil just needs to learn to put himself almost in that difficult position to defend the position he's in.
Well, if I'm being honest, and I love Phil, he's probably, arguably, one of my very favorite people in all of sim racing. Phil, I think, lacks confidence in his own driving. He is better than he thinks he is. And if he would drive with that mentality, I think it would serve him well, because he at times has a lot of speed when his confidence is up. He can run pretty good. I mean, he's not up there running with Barry and Simon, but he's certainly can get in that next pack. And he doesn't run with enough confidence a lot of times. He'll just kind of move over and let guys go by. Oh, they're a little faster than me. Let me let them go. Well, put up a little bit of a fight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Put on a bit of a fight. go for a little bit of a scrap, you know, get your elbows out and go from there. And I think that's probably why I've been enjoying the F4 so much, is because it's allowed me to get my elbows out, allowed me to have a scrap, and allowed me to go for it. Don't get me wrong, I'm still no, you know, Nigel Mansell or anything like that. But I tell you what, though, I have been having some deep fun. And I do love a good little scrap every now and then. It was amazing.
Look, the F4 cars are so much fun. You know, if they're a great transition into the, you know, the winged formula stuff. You know, my son won last night at Okayama as well. He came beating on our door at like 12:30 last night to tell me that he just won an official at Okayama. So. Yeah, so apparently it's both of y'all's getting on pretty good there, so that's nice.
Yeah, I tell you what, the F4s are fun. If nobody's driven them, go out and have a go, because it is absolutely amazing, and I think that you will have some fun. Brown's going to... that door's closing, mate. That door is closed. You lucky boy. You lucky boy. He's giving you the room there, Seth. Now are you going to be able to return the favour to Derek? Derek now comes out, pushes the mantle. Derek puts up a fight here as well. Good job from Derek. Great running.
Yeah, that was good, clean. Gave him the space he needed, but you know, still held on to his position. That's good stuff. And by the way, we're talking about these F4 cars. Oh, here he goes. He's going to put it out on the inside, though. Looks like Seth might have him here.
Seth's going to get the inside if he can.
Oh no! Hang on to it. Oh, he kept it out of the wall.
He did keep it out of the wall, but Seth Brown's gone through. Derek's gone down the order, all the way down the order. He's going to settle in behind Phil Glover. And now he's going to have to go again here for Derek. He was doing so well. Gutted.
Yeah, I think got him there was, I think he might have had the wheel turn still a little bit, and he was cooking it into that turn. He tapped in brakes, I think, and that got him. But as you were talking about F4 cars going into as a transition, how much fun they are, these cars right here are fantastic amount of fun to transition into sports car racing too, though. Yeah. You know, this is the same thing as an F4 car in sports car racing. You get in these radicals, and it's a great way to learn and move up into the sports car stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's this is the next progress, isn't it? This is the thing here as well, I think. And
well, I think people skip it, and they, you know, a lot of people jump right into that Ferrari, especially that new one they just released. You know, what could be worse for somebody stepping out of Mazdas to jump into a 700 horsepower Ferrari with bad brakes? That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, they need this car. They need to drive this car first.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you as well here. But, yeah, good job from all of these guys as well. Crowley having a go at Edwards, though, Jim, and only 1 lap to go.
Yeah, he has kind of run up there on him a little bit. I tell you what, James just kind of walked away from these two.
Yeah, he has.
I think Luke caught a little wiggle there. I don't know if he's going to carry enough momentum off that turn there. We'll see. He seems to be getting on pretty good. Draft's working for him, too.
Yeah, Luke up behind Edwards now. Gonna see if he can have a go here.
I love the days since last spin. Love that.
Yeah. Last spin 0. He's put
yes, days since last spin 0.
Edwards is there. Oh, he's gone and got it wide.
Uh-oh.
Is this going to be Crowley's move now? He's putting Simon under pressure. Are they going to make it down into turn?
It ain't over yet. Hold on now. Oh, Luke. Luke had to run on him. He just had to pick a side and send it.
Yeah, and he didn't.
Ah, well, that's probably smart, you know. End up finishing last if you do that wrong.
Yeah, Luke's tucked in again here. He's going to send Edwards on the final lap of the race. I think this is going to be Barry's. This is going to be a scrap towards the end.
Oh, so, there you go. Talking about elbows out. There we go.
Oh, go on, Luke. He's trying to go around the side here as well. He's having a good old go. Crowley and Edwards. Edwards now lost that position. Edwards is now going to come up the inside. Is he going to make it through? Yes, Edwards swaps him again here.
Did he tuck in behind Luke real quick just to pick up a little suck up of draft and then jump back out? That's what it looked like.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, if anybody would know how to do that, it'd be Simon. So,
yeah.
Luke did a good job there. Yeah, he did. That's a good job.
But it is going to be James Barry. He's going to come over the line. He's going to take this victory here as well through the right-hander. Barry now wraps it up. Race number 1 in the hands of James Barry. Great job from him. Crowley's going to get there in second place here, I think. He got Simon Edwards. Crowley takes second. Edwards grabs a third place. Great scrapping there from them. Lang Webb trying to close in on Michael LeMay.
Yeah, that was good clean racing between those two. That's how you do it right there.
Yeah.
If that little move, if he tucked in behind him just for a little bit of quick, suck up of draft to try to make a run on him, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, good job from these guys. Great racing. Great racing. There you go.
Yeah, unfortunate for Derek. He was having a nice little run there when he spun.
Absolutely. James Barry, Luke Crowley. James is your winner. Luke in second. Edwards in third. Then Dom Charles, Seth Brown, Michael LeMay, Dominic Lang-Webb, Phil Glover, and Andrew Derrick, who, of course, had his own little drama. We have got about a 2-minute warm-up. So, good job from all of these guys. And a good fight here as well. I think this is could be an interesting 17-lapper with a reverse grid.
Yeah, I think if I'm being completely honest, I think with this size grid, the reverse is only going to just briefly hold those guys up. It takes a few more cars out there, I think, to really, cause a problem. Short of an incident or something, but those guys are going to just zip right through.
Yeah, I mean,
they'll be up front. They'll be up front before the 2 laps are over for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what goes on.
But it'd be nice to see one of these guys like Derek, who was putting up a good fight there, or Phil. Sometimes when he does get his confidence and gets his elbows out a little bit, Phil can run 4 or 5 laps up there at the front with those guys. That tunnel is cool.
Mm. How do you literally do that? You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you're mid-sentence going, wow, that tunnel was cool.
Well, it's called ADHD. It's like I'm just talking and squirrel. Hey, look, squirrel.
Bull.
That's ADHD, my friend.
I can see.
I was ADHD before it was cool. They just called it hyperactive back in my day.
They did as well in my day. That's the thing. They called it hyperactivity.
Yeah. I was just hyperactive. That's all.
Here we go.
I had. Go ahead.
Grid for race day. Number 2 will be up shortly. Oh dear, we're going to just wait for the swap over here as well.
All right, well, real quick. I had a first grade teacher tape my mouth shut because I talked too much.
Nice. Andrew Derrick in pole with Phil Glover, Dominic Lang-Webb, Michael LeMay, Seth Brown, Dom Charles, Simon Edwards, Luke Crowley, and James Barry rounding it off here as well at the back end of the grid. How long before James gets through? Well, we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, very, very shortly. And we'll see what goes on here in this feature race. 17 laps, Jim. Surely nothing could go wrong.
No. Oh, no. Nah, probably won't be. We won't have a single problem, I wouldn't think. Actually, I think we're going to see some good racing.
Yeah, I think we might, but it could be an interesting fight as well. So let's see what goes on. I'm going to keep an eye on the fast guys coming through the field here. Lights are coming on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And And we are green, green, green. Oh, Derek got a big old dose of wheel spin. Steph Brown's going to come through the middle, taking it 3 wide. They're almost 4 wide across the racetrack. But it is Phil Glover's going to lead the way. Michael LeMay's in there. Glover gets the whole shot. Is he going to hold on from Steph Brown on that run up into turn number 3 here? Let's see what goes on. Is Phil Glover going to hold it? Steph Brown's going to try and get round the outside. He's going to not make it. Glover's going to hold on. He's got to park it on the apex. Brown's got Derek coming at him. Derek's got Edwards, Dom Charles, Michael LeMay, James Barry, Luke Crowley and Dominic Lang-Webb. They're all having a scrap here, Jim, but at the moment, everybody through cleanly.
Yeah, they're racing good. We really haven't had any real contact, so to speak. I mean, something minor. Oh, here comes James Barry. He's flying up already.
Yeah, Edwards is on the move as well.
Look at Phil. That's what I was talking about. Phil can get out there sometimes and run a few of these fast laps too. Good for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now Seth is an interesting one to give him to be up front like this because, like I was saying, he's picked up speed. He's pretty fast these days, you know. So with him out front, let's see what he can do out there, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Phil and Seth, they're kind of they're like mavericks. You know, and I don't mean Tom Cruise maverick. I mean the actual meaning of a maverick. Because you're never quite sure what you're going to get. 1 minute you come in and you get great quality driving as they're going to take this 3 wide here into turn number 1. Simon's disappearing. That's not happening.
Oh, no, he wrecked both of them. Oh, my gosh.
I don't think Steph saw him.
No, I
honestly believe that Seth could not see him there because I think Simon disappears. Look.
Yeah. No, look. I mean,
Barry's in there as well.
That wasn't Simon's. That wasn't Simon's turn at the point where his car was at. He should have backed out of that.
Barry, Brown, Glover, Edwards.
Wow.
All in that one. Barry's going to lose his nose. Oh, he has already. Barry has lost his nose there. And that is, well, that's going to be hard for James Barry now, to be blatantly honest with you, because he's going to have to try and do some moves with no nose on that car. It's going to be opening up. He'll get good airflow, if nothing else, but he'll probably get very cold feet. That's about it from James Barry.
I was waiting for the cold feet line.
Hey, all day, baby.
All day, that's right.
You know,
well, that certainly changes things, doesn't it?
It does. It definitely does.
This is a great opportunity for Luke to jump up there and snatch a win away from these guys for sure.
Yeah, it'd be good to see the likes of Derek get a win on his first run out. Crowley, Charles. Wow. Lang-Webb as well in the background. There's lots of action still coming here. This could throw this race wide open now. Wide open.
Can you imagine somebody like Derek just popping in here and grabbing a win? And because, you know, you don't do that in this series, you know, not with these guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I am curious to see what James can do with no nose on his car, because this track's, you know, it's got a combination of, you know, some turns, but also there's several little straights where not having that nose is going to hurt him. Yeah,
it does look like, I will give Edwards some credit here, because it does look like that his PC or his NVIDIA drivers crashed there, and he had a black screen. He said he just hit the brake and hoped, because he had no screen there as well. So his NVIDIA drivers crashed, and he said, I just hit the brake and hoped, and unfortunately we saw what happened. He took out both leaders, which so he didn't do it on purpose, Paul. He unfortunately, as I said, missed it all. He went black screen and he saw nothing. Luke Crowley comes over the line, but then again, I've been there as well, haven't I, Jim? I've said to you a couple of times that my screens have gone off and it's all gone black on me.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, we've all been experiencing that lately. I had the same thing happen to me the other day during a race, and I did the same thing. It was at Spa going right into Lacombe, and I just had to hit the brake and hang on, see what happened.
Yeah, Crowley's just taking the lead from Derek there, Charles as well. But then again, in one of the other games that I play away from iRacing, because I do play other games. I did get a warning the other day that the NVIDIA drivers is unstable, or the new release is unstable, and to rewind back to a previous version. So I do wonder whether or not it might actually be worth me rolling back a step.
Yeah, that might be. I have not seen that, but that might be worth investigating for sure.
Yeah.
What drive do you run? Just for curiosity's sake, I'm sure it's a pretty good one.
I don't know what drive or graphics card.
Yeah, what graphics card? The NVIDIA what?
I've got an RTX 3080.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, okay.
So it's probably a couple of years old by now, but it still runs everything it's supposed to. The only trouble I do have, as I said, is since I upgraded or updated to this new one, I had black screens kicking in, and all 4 screens went black on me. James Barry in pit lane. I'm really not surprised. He's parking it for the night as well. So Barry out, LeMay out, Edwards out.
Simon.
Yeah.
Well, Simon's out on the track, but he's
Edwards
certainly out of contention.
No, he's out. He's no longer in the session. So that could give Luke Crowley his first victory here as well. Andrew Derrick, Dom Charles, Dominic Langweb still fighting out the top 4 or top 3, still up for grabs, but going to find it hard for them to catch up to Luke Crowley here, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I don't know these guys well enough to know, like Derek and Dom Charles. I don't really have any, and Webb as well. I don't really have any idea how fast they are, if they're capable of running Luke Crowley kind of times, or not.
There he goes.
Because Luke's fast. You take the pressure off of him, and he's just out there laying down hot laps. He can really go when he,
That's the thing for Luke. When he gets in clean air, he's absolutely bolted away. But for Luke, he's another one as well. He can have a great start, a really rubbish ending, and in the middle is just a little bit more of a hit or miss season. There doesn't seem to be any sort of consistent. Don't do that, Dom! Defend, Dom! Defend! Don't let him through! Come on, Mr. Charles! Gee, bro, put up a fight. Get your gloves on. I want to see Holyfield Tyson.
Hey, if you need lessons in how to put up a fight, go watch the Martinsville. Oh, never mind.
Hey, I put up a good fight.
No doubt, absolutely.
Yeah, I put up a wicked fight. I took out at least 5 people.
You could give
knocked them clean
at
out.
least.
Knocked them clean out.
You could give lessons.
Absolutely.
On getting your elbows out.
And I definitely did that as well. So to all of you people on that one. Here, once these guys continue now as well, it's getting a little bit more spread out here. But we've got Barry jump to pits, Edwards pits. They're both out. I don't know.
Did you record your F4 win?
No. Oh, Edwards is still running, but he's 2 laps down. No, I didn't, to be honest, Jim. I don't really record any of it. I just drive for a little bit of fun. Because you know what I do, right? And you know how much I'm sat in front of a PC commentating.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't get time to learn the track. So I cheat a little bit and use the racing line to help me. Because I just don't have time to learn a track. And that's the first time I've driven the F4 this season as well. So I sort of needed all the help that I could get here. And I've just happened to be that it made it a little bit easier as Lang Webb has just cleared Charles. And Charles
is just letting them go as they get to him.
Yeah.
Guess he's just getting back in, getting his feet wet again. Maybe he doesn't want to, maybe he's not quite ready to get out there and get feisty just yet.
Get feisty. Get feisty, Dom. Go on, son. As he goes and battles Lang Webb now as well. So Dom doing a good job. Gains that position back once more. This could be a nice little scrap hit. These guys are going to provide the entertainment throughout this race. I'm trying to get to my door because I'm sweating, unfortunately, so I need to let some of the hot air out here. Oh, there we go, on that one. So interesting.
People have no idea how hot a room gets when you have a big PC running and 4 or 5 monitors to do this broadcasting stuff. It gets quite warm.
Oh, dude, I'm sweating. It's horrible at this moment in time. as well. But Dom and Derek. Derek's a little bit.
I think this is going to be a good battle. You're right. I think these two are going to get all over each other here.
Yeah, they are the closest battle on the racetrack as well. So he's going to give us something to follow for a little bit here. Langweb now trying to come at Charles once more. He got to run out of turn number 10. Good job here. Is he going to be able to get him into one? He's not this time. And these guys, I think they're very equally matched on pace as well. 1:27.11 is Charles's best time. 1:26.7 is Langwebb's best time. So Langweb at the moment is showing that he's got a little bit more pace on him than Charles, but I just don't know if Charles has quite got that to be able to get away in his locker.
Right. Well, and you know, it's big. There's a difference between putting one fast lap down and then being consistent too. You know, if you run one fast lap and then you get loose and wiggle all over the place, you get past. You know, so it's you know, I think.
He snapped.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
Yeah, Langweb had a big old snap on that machine. Unfortunately for him, he's gonna have to be a little bit more careful. So these guys continue on. Lap 8 of 17, just coming up to nearly halfway through. I suppose you could say 8.5 laps is halfway through. So
yes, technically that is correct.
this is about now, give or take. So there we go. Charles still going with Langweb here. Onto the left-hand side they go, through the right-hander, down over the dip, into turn number 10, onto that start-finish straight. Now, is this going to be Langweb's moment to have a go at Charles into one? He's trying to pull out here, Jim, but I think he's just hitting a wall of air every time he tries to pull out.
Yeah. Well, and I think, you know, I think he knew he didn't maybe have a run there, but he could have just been sticking his nose out there to, you know, to get Derek. Dom looking in his rearview mirror a little bit. You know, start driving out of the mirror and make a mistake or something. He has caught back up from his little wiggle, though, so.
Yeah, he definitely has. Find out how he's going to get on here. Can Langweb make this work over Charles? I'm just going to move my seat out of the way because I'm going to stand my feet for a minute because I'm got a sweaty bottom. There we go. There's Langweb and Charles. Hey, I'm sat in the leather seat, trust me. It's not good. Not good at all. I've got two fans on me, my door open, the back door open to try and let some air in, and I am still hot. These guys are closing in on Derek. Derek's going to have about 8 laps to try and hold on here. He's going to have to not make a mistake, though, because these guys not fighting are getting closer and closer to him.
They really are. They're creeping up. I don't know if it's going to, you know, if they can close it all the way down or not, but they are creeping up on him.
Yeah, they are. They're putting him under pressure here. He's going to have to be careful. They're coming at you, mate. He needs that. He needs them to fight. That's what he does need.
Yes. If they're smart, they don't fight yet. You know, you got a few laps left. Just you know, just draft each other and try to get up there.
Yeah, follow me, leader. That's what they want to try and do for a minute.
I mean, because the reality is, if they catch him, you're talking about battling for 2 of the, you know, of the 3 podium spots.
Steady.
Ooh.
Oh, that curve could have caused a problem for these guys here. Manages to hold on, but boy, oh boy, that curve could have been an issue.
Yes. I'm looking in here at Derek's. Derek's still running a little, well, you know, a little faster laps, except for that last one was not good. They're going to close up another second on him probably here.
Here he goes now, coming into turn number 7, through the left-hander, through turn 8. You can take it a bit more there.
You know, the thing is, we don't know how Derek's going to react when he sees 2 cars closing in on him from behind. You know, we don't have a lot of information on him as far as how he, you know, would handle pressure. You know, who knows? You know, he may make a little bobble there. I know when I get somebody that close behind me, I start driving out of my rearview mirror too much.
Yeah. I kind of just learned, I think, just doing a brief little bit of driving, just not to pay attention to my mirrors. I'm not saying don't look at them. I'm saying just position my car once and leave the guy no choice to go anywhere. You know, it's always that we talk about defense, but it's always that proactive versus reactive. Now, proactive is, for instance, now Charles going straight direct to the side, right-hand side of the racetrack and saying, right, you've got no hope. Now where are you going to go? Reactive is when he sees Langweb move and then he moves to cover him off, which, as we've seen previously, can cause a whole lot of melodramas in races before, where people late moving in the braking zone, whatever. So it's the difference between proactive driving and defending to reactive driving. What Charles doesn't want to do, he doesn't want to be reactive. He wants to be the one dictating where Langweb goes. He wants to be the one who's there saying, I'm going to send you to the right-hand side. I'm going to send you to the left-hand side. He doesn't want Langweb, unfortunately, that, dominating where he's got to be on the racetrack.
Got by him there.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and they actually they didn't really lose any time on to Derek either. So this is I got a feeling that Webb is faster than Charles a little bit, which we see that in the best lap time for sure. So now let's see if they can run him down with him out front.
Yeah, it's almost roles reversed here. Derek's now,
well, I think this is better.
Derek's got to pay attention. He's mirror driving. He's just been off the side of the circuit. He just dipped the right-hand side off the circuit. Stay away from your mirrors, mate. Literally leave them alone. You don't need to be touching them. As I said, reactive, proactive.
Well, speaking of reactive, Dom had to react there. He almost got to the back of Webb. Yeah, they're gonna give old Derek a run, and that's exactly what I was talking about. You know, you just all of a sudden you start looking back just to see where they're at, and you start dropping a wheel off here. You know, catch a little slow down or something, and really screw yourself up.
Absolutely. Derek's got to pay attention. Get that run out of 6. Come into 7 cleanly. Can't be put off here, otherwise Langweb's gonna make mincemeat of you. You've got to make sure you're paying attention all the time. Derek cannot afford to make any more mistakes again. Langweb's coming at him here right in through turn number 10. He's only got about 4 laps to go, and these guys are going to be towards the race end. Luke Crowley's up the road. Is he going to be able to get to this victory? It does look like it here for Crowley. Langweb now trying to get up the inside. You see the gap he's opened up over Charles already. He's pulling in Derek here, and is this Langweb's second place to lose at the moment?
I mean, you still got to get by him. You know, I mean, he's clearly faster right now. I think we've established that. But you still got to get by him. You still got to make a move on him and make it work.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, it's so easy to drive it in there and, you know, like I said, you come in a little hot, touch your brakes. Next thing you know, you're spinning, you know.
You're spinning.
You know, are you getting to the back of him? I mean, we'll see. But he's certainly faster. I think he's going to give it a heck of a shot here. And it's interesting. I think that Dom's dropped off the pace. Not that he's dropped off the pace. I think he just can't. His pace isn't the same as these two guys, I don't think.
Yeah, no,
he's probably about a half a second a lap slower or something like that. Yeah. Quarter of a second at least.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you. Langweb still can't get past Derek though. Derek's opened up the gap a little bit. It's got the gap out to about half a second, but it's closing right in again here. Langweb trying to cut him in.
I think I'm looking here at the sector times for the last lap and stuff. You know, I think that it's going to be an ebb and flow kind of situation. I think each one of these guys excels in different sectors of the racetrack. You know, Derek, it seems to be faster through like the middle sector, and Webb seems to be faster in the third sector. You know, so I think it's, you know, the gap's probably just going to go back and forth some.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you here.
Oh, look at Paul. Paul LeMay said Webb was quick in the old SR8 days, so it's good to see him back. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Paul probably had him over to the castle for dinner or something, you know?
Yeah, or he probably had Langweb serving him food, didn't he? You know what I mean? You know?
Here, yeah, I'll put you in one of my old SR8 cars if you,
Yeah.
you know, come over and work the kitchen for me a little bit, work the cupboard.
Yeah, he was probably there. Paul was there going, DLW, excuse me. Yeah.
DLW.
Can one have wine, please? Oh, there we go. Luke Crowley out in front doing an exceptional job at this moment in time. He still hasn't denied it. Have you noticed?
No, he's not denying it. No, he just keeps laughing.
That's because he knows it's true. Knows it's true. Crowley coming over the line now as well. Derek in the mix with Langweb. Charles has dropped off the pace.
Two to go here.
Well, 3 with this one, yeah.
Oh, 3. Okay, yeah. Is it going to get it done or?
Well, that I can't answer.
Oh, you ask me questions like that and expect me to answer them.
I don't know if Webb's worked his tyres that much that he can't get near Derek now. Or
it almost seems like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, or has Derek just picked the pace up? That's the problem. So what do we do? What do we do, Governor? What do we do?
That's a good question.
You know?
I mean, Webb's fastest lap now, this fastest lap is almost 0.5 of a second faster than Derek's, but not their last lap, you know. So it's, again, like you said, he may have toasted his tires. Or at least just got them hot and he's got to cool them off. You know, maybe he'll get one more run.
Yeah, that's what makes me wonder. It does make me wonder whether or not he has just flat out toasted his tyres at the beginning here and is not able to get near him. He did all that work with Charles, and I wonder if he's just got him a little bit and he's taking time to back out and try and get them down a little bit.
Well, if he heated them up, you know, a lap will cool him back down. So if he just takes a nice smooth lap, and he'll get one more shot at him. So, which, like I said, if his tires are right, I think he's got the pace to put a lap together to catch him and make a run at passing him.
I do agree. Oh,
that was weird.
Yeah, everything disappeared there.
Yeah, that was everything. Yeah. So even the timing and scoring flashed.
Yeah, we are back now though. So hopefully we should be all good.
That might have been a little iRacing issue there.
Yeah, everything flashed. I haven't seen an update.
Everything.
I've not seen an update coming out saying we're going to close it or anything like that. So,
oh my goodness, yeah. That did happen last season, I believe, right in the middle of, you know, people running leagues and stuff. They just shut everything down out of the blue.
Yeah, but they had an error, didn't they? They closed it on all of us. Because we were doing the radicals. We went to do the radicals. 1 minute we were in, then the session was up, then it shut down, and then iRacing got crashed or something broke, and everything just closed straight off. Maintenance straight away. Bang. We had no race to bring you, nothing. We couldn't even do anything with it.
He's closed back up on him now. See, he's made up that distance. He's back to running, you know, 3/4. Quarter of a second to a half second behind him.
Yeah, coming over the line now as well. Langweb, final lap of the race. Who's going to be able to keep hold of this position, let's just say. I do wonder whether or not Derek's going to hold on here, or is Crowley going to... Well, I think Crowley, bar any major dramas, should hold on. Dom Charles, on the other hand, is chasing Langweb. Langweb is chasing Derek.
Yeah, with 1 lap to go, I mean, he's going to have to pack it in here hard somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to have to drive it in there deep and get on them brakes or something, because he's not doing it, you know. He's going to have to do something aggressive.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do. Oh,
there you go. There it is. He did it.
Well,
he drove it in there aggressive, all right.
He drove it in there deep. Charles is going to get him as well. Go round him! Come on! Dom, where's your gruff gone? Dude! Go round him and run for your life. Luke Crowley's going to come round the last couple of corners here through the right-hander.
Oh, my goodness.
Through the final corner now for Crowley. He's going to take that victory. Derek's going to grab second place here as well. Good job from him. Charles is not going to hang on.
No, Charles.
God,
oh,
Charles,
wait a minute.
Get it. Charles comes over the line. He comes over the line. He holds on to that third place. Mistake from Langweb. And there you go. Seth Brown, Phil Glover, Michael LeMay, Simon Edwards all come over the line. Calm down, man. No, dude, he slowed up. He allowed Langweb to come at him. He should have just gone and ripped past him, Paul. Come on, you know this. You're not stupid, dude. You know why I'm getting crazy.
Oh, you need to send the helicopter for James and have him over for some wine or something. Actually, I don't even think he drinks, so
I don't drink. So yeah, you're busted out like that.
Clearly he eats, so bring him over for some prime rib or something.
Yeah. Luke Crowley grabs first place with Andrew Derrick there as well. Dom Charles, Dominic Langweb, Seth Brown, Phil Glover, Michael LeMay, Simon Edwards, and James Bowery. That is the final ones here as well. Let's see if we get anybody in for a wonderful chat. We'll start off with our very own resident interviewer, Mr. Phil Glover. We'll have a look back at Phil's drama right at the beginning as well. But Phil, welcome in. How are you? Phil? Don't tell me I'm coming through his feet again, ain't I? Bill.
Rattled his microphone loose on that shaker rig he's got.
Yeah. Bill. No, okay, that's enough of that one. Right, let's have a chat with Luke Crowley, your victor here in race number 2. Took a second in race number 1. Is this going to be Crowley's season? Is he going to flounder worse than Tottenham Hotspur does at Christmas? Well, let's find out and see what he thinks. Luke, welcome in, bud.
Thanks, mate. It's definitely not going to be my season now. You've jinxed it. So,
give over. I've not jinxed it.
No, to be honest, what I need Jim to keep coming to these races, because every time he's here, I seem to do well.
Oh,
right? For whatever reason, Jim is my good luck charm. So, yeah.
You want the good news, Luke? I'm doing the whole entire the rest of the. I'm doing them all the way through like October now. So you've got me.
Oh, it's my time, guys. It's my time.
Is this the Crowley season?
It is. Starting off with a banger.
Yeah, absolutely. But the fact that Barry and Edwards crashed into the two leaders has got nothing to do with it.
Tell me about it, mate. It was like the oceans parted for me. It was so good for me.
But we did find out that Simon had a computer crash apparently, and he just hit the brakes and apparently couldn't see anything. It was a black screen.
Yeah, but he built his own computer, so is it so making, really, isn't it? So,
I will.
No. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. I do. I've had that in the past. I've had that in the past, and it's gutting when it happens.
Yeah, he said that the video drivers, which I do know because I've had at one point during the broadcast, all 4 screens go off at me. I'm sitting here saying nothing.
Mine just did right as Luke said that he needs me to hang around or whatever. Right then, all 4 of my screens went black, and then I had to put my password in to reopen them. It just happened. They all went black on me.
Well, we're off to a flyer, Luke, anyway, so good luck, buddy. Anyone you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, the new guys that have come. Yeah, a couple of new guys in today, so that was good. Really good to see them. Pretty fast as well. Pretty fast, so yeah, quite happy with that.
All right, man. Well, take care, fella, and I'll catch up with you next week.
Yeah, nice one, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Bye. All right, there you go. Let's see if I can get Phil in one more time. Phil Glover, can you hear me?
I can, yeah. I can now.
There he is.
Hey, there he is. How are you, buddy? We just watched your turn, your drama on lap 2.
Yeah, well, tell me. I don't know. I was just a passenger in that. I don't know what happened.
All right, well, Simon had a black screen, and he couldn't see nothing. He hit the brakes. Hoped to miss everybody, and he took you all out.
Okay.
That's one way of putting it. Yeah.
I mean, for Simon to do something like that, it's got to be generally a technical fault, isn't it?
Well, he was blinking prior to that, Phil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was
all this money he spends on is nearly as bad as Mike Buson.
Yeah.
Where's Mike anyway?
I don't know. He's probably been blown away by his PC with all them fans he's got in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
yeah. How was it for you guys? I didn't enjoy the first race at all, to be honest. But
no, it was fun.
Come on, so yeah, good.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was good racing. So yeah, looking forward to it. What do you think? How the season's going to go for you?
Well, who knows? But that was the 6th place, wasn't it? So that'll help, I suppose. Yeah, but we'll see how it all pans out, I guess. I always enjoy it at the end of the day, and you two always try and cheer me up, so that's always good.
Well, it's going to be a good one, fella. Anyway, anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Well, a couple of new people back on a grid. It was good, and Dominic's back, which is good to see. I've not seen him on track for a while, so yeah.
Right,
new
mate.
people.
Awesome job. Have a good one, fella, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, cheers, James. See you, Jim.
All right, Phil.
Now, is Simon waiting for an interview, or is he just going to chat? Let's bring him in here as well. We'll have a little chinwag with him. He took 3rd place in race number 1. He had drama in race number 2, which we've just seen. He was blinking prior to this event. So let's find out here what happened. Simon, what went on?
PC froze. I was just pulled up to scare Seth into thinking I was going 3 wide, and then everything froze.
And you did.
And then, then I daren't look at the broadcast because it just crashed back to desktop for me. So, really sorry if how many did I take out?
4. Well, you took 3 and yourself.
Yeah.
I was disconnected. So
well, Dom, actually, no, you got Charles as well. So technically,
and Michael LeMay too.
Yeah. Okay, 6 of you.
Well, where did my car end up? I'm gonna have to have a look.
You're on the outside of turn 1, but you hit Seth, who hit Phil, who. You got the broadcast up now, have you? I'll show you the replay. Okay. So you hit Phil. You hit Seth on the inside. Seth hit Phil. Barry come round the corner and hit Charles up the rear end, who then hit you again. And all in all, it was a little bit chaotic, to be honest. You did well.
Yeah, I think Michael and somebody else also got into as everybody stacked up behind all that.
Oh no, James hit you up the bum, Charles hit James, LeMay hit Charles, and you ended up just over the curbing on the exit of turn 1.
That is really weird because I was gone halfway up the main straight.
No, well, I did say to Jim you were blinking as well. You did start blinking on the way up there.
Yeah, I was gone completely. Yeah, I was back on the desktop.
But then again, you weren't the only one either. 2 seconds, Jim. You weren't the only one because they did broadcast a race last Sunday, and they had a safety car, and the guy in 4th disconnected, and his car kept going just as they went over the start line, and he took out the 3 leaders and just crushed them all into the wall, and his car just carried on his own. He wasn't even in the session.
Yeah, it sounds a bit like what's happened to me, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was if you'd gone there, mate. But listen, things are things, aren't they? These things happen in these sense testers. It was an interesting start to the season as well. So, fair play on that one, and fair play to everybody that's turned up. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go, buddy?
I better give a shout out to everybody who joined that I killed.
Okay, mate. Well, let's hope we don't have this conversation again next week.
Yeah, I better test the NVIDIA drivers better. I put them on last night.
No, I've been told to roll mine back because mine keep cutting all 4 of my monitors out.
Yeah, I've got a 5090, so I've got to be quite recent on the drivers. So I'm a bit stuck to trying to find a stable one.
Well, you're a bit posher than me, so there we go. I'll let you go. Yeah, Simon, have a good one, fella. We'll catch up with you next week.
Yep, see you then.
See you, mate. Bye. Well, there you go, Jim.
That's the cost of my house. It's just what he spent on a driver there.
Yeah, first race over and done with, guys, as well. Paul LeMay, I'm winding you up. I know you're only winding me up, mate. I don't really care. It's a bit of fun. So there we go. Thank you so much. Join us a little bit later on as we've got League Zeros round 1 going out as well. They're kicking off their season opener from Okayama. And then don't forget, we've got the virtual circuit race in BTCC tomorrow. Oh, my God. It's so good. Come and join us for that one. Lots of action coming up over the weekend as well. GTEs. We've we've got Jack Ashton racing with GT3s, Tanzo GR86s and IGP round off the Sunday night. So join us for that. I've been JP. I've been alongside Jim Cunningham. As always, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on a track sometime. Good night.